Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caffeinated Dino and today we're finishing up Hatoful Boyfriend. The last episode. Alright, so I did peep the achievements and technically there are two left. There's the ending, which is fulfilling the promise. There are two versions of that one and the achievements told me I needed to have all 14 endings before doing that one. As you know, there are not 14 birdies to pick from. A couple of them had two endings each, a regular ending and a true ending. We ended up getting the true ending for all of them. So I just went back and got the regular ending, which just ends a little early. The ones with extended endings were Sakuya. In the regular ending, we don't see him get his first concert. Okasan had an extended ending, where the regular ending cuts off before he ascends to godhood. And Shu had an extra ending where we don't see him running away with our head in a jar. So I just grabbed those off camera. Last video I also added in Azami's second ending because that apparently is part of it. We got her first ending in Ryota's line, which is like episode 1, so like a week ago from at this point. But yeah, let's fulfill our promise. I don't know what the promise is. I'm hoping we'll get some information about those dilapidated buildings we keep seeing when we go on our run in the summer. Maybe find out why we're the only human in the school full of birds. Maybe find out some more of the nittier details, like are these birds human-sized? Why are we interacting with them? Why is there a school for them? You know, all of these questions. I don't know if this route's going to be very different. I didn't look it up. I just know that it said we needed 14 endings. We're going to fulfill our promise. Alright. Ooh, move the mouse. Ooh! Is there anything you desire? I can grant whatever you wish. Tell me. A strange bird once said that. Who was that bird talking to? Huh. St. Paginations, a school blessed with extensive curricula and facilities. It's already been a year since I ended my ordinary life and walked through these gates. I should probably say, the school is known for one thing in particular. The school's Japan's, no, the world's greatest gathering place for gifted birds. Birds who want to study the arts, the sciences, even sports all come to St. Paginations. The teaching staff and student body are both made up of a diverse blend of birds of different backgrounds and species. I'm often asked why I chose to come here, despite not being a bird. It's a long story. Not every day I see you rushing along like this. Ryota! Usually you'd been ready for an hour by now, Rex. Overslept. This rock dove is Kawada Ryota. We've been friends since he was barely hatched. He can be a little mischievous, but he's responsible and kind. Breakfast was a little hard to catch today. I can't relax without red meat inside. Living as a hunter-gatherer sounds tough. I'd be happy to make you a breakfast, you know. I might take you up on that offer when starvation looms. Thanks, Ryota. Oh, the bell already? Come on, we need to hurry to class. Jeepers, no good being late on the first day. And so Ryota pulled me along into the school. Today's the start of a new semester. I wonder what lies in store. It was all I can do to adjust the atmosphere last year. Better make up for all that lost fun. Hatoful Boyfriend, the most splendid and greatest academy of the pigeon, by the pigeon, and for the pigeon. First term. I think we're in 2-3. Ryota and I are in the same class again. Old faces, new faces, a strange thrill fills my heart as I look at the assembled birds. I hope you all get along. Here's to the formation of many happy memories. Oh, the teacher's here. Good morning, everybody. I'm Nanaki Kazuaki. I seem to be your teacher this year. I specialize in math and physics and also some other things. Sir, wake up. It's homeroom. He sleeps with his eyes open? This quill is Nanaki Kazuaki. He's a famously soporific math teacher. I'd heard the rumors, but I hadn't expected him to fall asleep just like that. Apparently he's well known as a mathematician. Just goes to show, great minds come in all forms. Ah, I'm sorry. Isn't it a little warm in here? Which reminds me, we have a transfer student. Please introduce yourself, Shirogane.
What is the point? I have no wish to speak of commoners. Do not think I'm here because I wish to be.
Oh, well, I guess that's that.
Hey, that's no good.
But he doesn't want to introduce himself. But we can't just let him break the rules like that, sir. The system will collapse and will all turn into kulaks and dissenters. Well, when you put it like that, could you at least say your name, Shirogane?
Shirogane Labelle Sakuya.
It seems this fantail Shirogane Sakuya, his feathers would make anybody proud. He's pretty stuck up, but then transferring is never easy. I hope we can be friends. Sakuya sits down, glaring daggers at Ryota and me. I think this little bird is telling me there's going to be trouble down the line. Lunch already? Today's slipping by so quickly. That reminds me, I've had these books out from the library all summer. I'll return them now. Where is everyone? Aside from the receptionist, there's hardly anybody here. Is someone looking at me? Probably just my imagination. Or not. A mourning dove stands in the corner staring in my direction. Mourning doves aren't very common in Japan, but apparently they're everywhere in America. Did you want something from me? He looked away.
Not really.
I'm pretty sure it was him who I felt looking at me. There's no one else here. Are you sure?
Yes, I don't want anything with you. It's the things you're carrying that I'm interested in.
He glances at the desk as if to say, hurry up and return them already. Oh, sorry. They were a little too dense and I never finished them. Were you waiting for them all summer? He silently returns his gaze to his book. Maybe he's in a bad mood. I'm Tasaka Rex, a sophomore. What about you? You're...
Negaki. Fujishiro Negaki. Freshman.
Fujishiro Negaki, huh? Mourning doves are pretty rare in Japan. Maybe it's just his voice, but he seems kind of sad.
Leave me alone.
He's reading his book again. Okay, sorry to bother you. I keep meeting depressing people today. Now that I have that out of the way, I think I'll head back to class. Wait, isn't that...
You should have been instructed not to approach me in school. Come on, Sakuya. What kind of a thing is that to say to your own brother, after all these years? My brother? You must be joking. You've never once been a brother to me. Please, don't not try to talk to me again. I've no time for half-breeds. I'll be going now.
Hey, wait just
I guess even if we're in the same school now, what's done is done.
I hadn't meant to eavesdrop, but I think I just overheard something juicy. The ever-popular trendsetter and ladiesman Sakazaki Yuya is Sakuya's brother? I wonder what the story behind that is.
Hey. You heard that whole thing, right? Are you a friend of Sakuya's?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to listen in on you.
No sweat. I try to to say sexy and suave in front of all you little ladies, and that there wasn't too cool.
This fantail pigeon is Sakazaki Yuya, an upperclassman. I never talked to him before, but he's famous, or infamous, throughout the school. Everybody knows of him.
You're Rex, right? How did you... I know everybody here. Besides, you're the only human. A single poppy in a field of rye. Did you say you were a friend of Sakuya's?
Not exactly. We had a rather ballistic introduction this morning. We're in the same class, that's all. I never had thought that stuck-up aristocrat wannabe was your brother.
Aristocrat wannabe? He is an aristocrat, actually. A genuine article, in the flesh.
He is?
He's a bit of a pain, so good luck, mon ami. Adieu.
He really is a noble word. I've never heard anything like that about Yuya, though. Probably a twisty business. That's all for today. Stay safe, everyone. Yay! Huh? Sir, where's Ryota? He said he was going to the infirmary. Maybe you should go and see if he's still there. Now that I think about it, Ryota always did have a weak stomach. I should go to the infirmary just to make sure he's okay. Excuse me. Nobody's here? There's no one sleeping behind the curtains, and the doctor isn't here either. My hunter-gatherer instincts feel no presence. There's nobody here. Ryota? No reply. The infirmary is empty. Weird. Did he go home already? I feel a little nervous poking around the empty room. Now that I think of it, I haven't been in here much before. Unlike Ryota, I'm perfectly healthy. Whoa, they've got all kinds of drugs in here. Ethylpar, Trifay, Luciobenzene? What do these even do?
Care to find out?
The doctor.
I'll feed you all sorts of things if you want.
No, thank you. This partridge is Uemina Shu, the school doctor. He's rather creepy in person and has a bad reputation among the student body. Everybody knows that just talking to him can bring you down with aspergillus, psittacosis, or even worse things. I never even heard him come in the door. Ninja doctor?
You don't look like you have good reason to be in here. Did you need something?
I heard Ryota Kawada from 2-3 was supposed to be here.
Him? He's already gone.
Oh. Why didn't he come find me before going home? So sorry to bother you. I'll be going now. Finally out of that den of evil. Rita's already gone home. What do I do now? Oh, I never got around to joining a club last year. Maybe I'll go take a look at some of my options. I think there are clubs for baseball, soccer, track, kendo, migration, bird watching. Wasn't there another one? Anyway, I'll start with the track team. I ran in middle school, and it's always funny watching the birds hop around. I think their club room is on the ground floor, off to the side. A white dove is having a tantrum outside. Oh, this is no pudding for a man! Oh, Okasan rejects it! It is a lie! Oh, this is falsification! He's dancing around on a squished pudding. Hey, that's not very nice to the pudding. This is Okasan. He doesn't really look it, but supposedly he's a fantail pigeon. I think? Either way, he's hyper. Oh, Okasan has suffered deception most vile! A wretched betrayal! Betrayal? Oh, Okasan instructed the pudding be provided for new members! Oh, but this is no pudding! Ousted, scorned, betrayed, dragged into the street and shot by those he trusted most! It's squished and filthy. The thing under his feet looks like normal store-bought pudding. What's wrong with it? Oh, spare the jest, young lady! Okasan used wing attack. It's super effective. Oh, They'll rue the day they crossed Okazan. He'll have them flayed, hanged, shot at dawn, he will. Oh, Okazan must now train to achieve true pudding. Farewell! And he's gone. He's a good runner, but what does pudding have to do with the track team? And so ended the first day of my second semester at St. Pigianations. I think we want to choose the class console today. As you all know, the school doesn't require you to join any club. If you want to, you can, but if you don't, then you're free to go home after school. Ooh, Okazan only has time for track team! That's good. What about you, Shirogane?
A foolish question. I already hold a position here.
Oh, that's right. You became student president when you were admitted. Nepotism, ho! Don't we get a vote?
Just coming to school is enough for me.
You have to take care of your mother on your own and all. I wonder what I should do. Join V? Yeah, let's go student council. Why not? I don't know who we're going to pursue this route because we've already done all the birdies. Probably Ryota because he's the first one we did and it's been a while since seeing all his CGs. All his cutscenes, I mean. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I don't think it matters what we study, so let's just do all of them. Math class. Mr. Nanaki dozed off as usual, but class was somehow good anyway. I feel smarter already. Rex leveled up. Wisdom increased by 5. I was pretty sure I wanted to join it, but what does the council do again? We skipped the vote. I think it's only Sakuya and me. Anyway, he called the meeting, so to the council room I go. This looks like a CEO's office.
Naturally. Do you think I would stand for anything less?
Hi, Sakuya. So you have this done?
This room used to be filthy. Better suited to rabbits than us.
What a prig.
Have you decided which position you will take?
I get to choose?
Who is there to choose for you, dumb Japanese?
Aren't you Japanese too, Sakuya?
Do not mock me. I am French.
A French noble word. That sounds delicious. I guess I have to pick a post now. I think I'll be V. Let's do treasurer because I don't think we've done that one yet. Oh, is he gonna make us be vice president anyway?
You came here to take a job like that? Unacceptable. Where's your ambition? Are you testing yourself? You've got more backbone than that.
Then vice president?
Very well.
And so I was inflicted with vice presidency. There isn't anybody else on the console, is there? Sitting at home is so relaxing. Oh, tomorrow's the class hike. Should I prepare anything? We won't be going far, so I don't have to. Well, health first. I think I'll have some udon and go to sleep. Today's the hike. We stopped for a break on the hillside. Who should I talk to? Talk to? Ryota! Ryota, let's eat together.
Sure. Great view, huh?
Huh?
Is that your lunch, Rex?
Yep, it's calorie me.
That's a pretty sad thing to bring on a picnic.
No, it's not. A great man once said it's the ambrosia of the gods.
Geez, if you eat like that, you'll be dead on the roadside by the time we head back. Here, I'll share mine.
Really? Wow. Thanks, Ryota. And so I got to eat half of Ryota's lunch. His cooking is so good. We can save the calorie me in case of a survival situation. I assume that's like a protein bar or something very not exciting. Today's an elective day. Let's go to gym. feel like I'm going to have a stroke. Ooh, Okasan! Oh, it's rehydration time! Okasan wants to go swimming! Vitality increased by 5. Imagine you're all well aware, but the sports festival is right around the corner. Please think about what you'll do. Sports festival season already.
If it were in the fall, it would conflict with the cultural festival, so it's always been in May.
What are you going to do, Ryota?
I haven't decided, but probably the three-legged race. Somebody has to.
Oh, Okasan will handle the marathon. Indeed he will! You do have a lot of stamina, Okasan. What about you, Sakuya?
You can't possibly be expecting me to run in some race, can you?
It is a sports festival. Is there an event that doesn't involve running? How about being a cheerleader?
The general, in other words. Very well, leave it to me.
I don't think that's... Also, the first aid team is always short-handed, so I'm sure they can use help if anybody still can't decide. That's all for today. Ryota's doing a three-legged race, Okasan's running a marathon, and Sakuya's a cheerleader. Yuya might be running the first aid tent. What should I do? I'll have to think about it. Today's the sports festival. I never did make up my mind. What should I do? Go to the three-legged race. Are you joining us?
Want to run together? I haven't found a partner yet.
Okay. Get set, go! Ryota's running for both of us. Pairing up a bird with a primate might have been a bad idea. We somehow came in second anyway, though. We have brought honor to our class. The first barrier for all students to make it this far, the midterm exam. We're getting them back today. I don't think I did too well. Saka. Yes? I don't think you did too badly. Yes? Not too... nope. Sorry. You did badly. No. Try harder next time, okay? I disappointed Mr. Nanaki. I'll have to study more from now on. Oh. I've had this dream a lot recently. I can see a little house on the other side of the fence. I wonder who lives there. I don't think it's anyone I know. Ryota is next to me, and my parents are here too. We're all together again, but... Mom? Dad? Hey, wake up. Please? Today's a good day. I feel like I'm shining. I wonder what I should do during break. Go to the... Let's go to the cafeteria and decide side with Ryota instead of Okasan. See what goes down on that route, that choice. Excuse me, 1 half-dead fried rice, please. Yum, my favorite. Oh, no, this is wrong! A vicious lie! A familiar voice indeed. Oh, this is not pudding! I know, you said, so come on, let's eat outside. We can't horse around in here. What's going on? Not that I can't tell by looking. San saw the pudding here and went nuts. I stopped him from going on a rampage, but ow! Cut it out, Okasan! Oh! Release me at once! My rage voltage is rising! Help me, Rex. Leave it to me! Ryota! My hunter-gatherer blood boils! Ah! Oh! No! The beast cling shells are true colors! Pull out! Pull out! Okasan rushes from the cafeteria like a rabbit from a catapult.
Safe at last. Thanks, Rex.
No problem. All I did was shout at him anyway.
Apparently that was enough. Now we can all eat lunch without fear of disaster.
Today's an elective day. Let's do music. We have to stand up and sing solos today. I'm nervous. His voice, it's beautiful. Charisma increased by 5. Today's Tanabata. There's probably bamboo tree in the plaza this year too. I think I'll go make a wish. Wow, there's lots here already. Anybody I know? May mother stay healthy this year, and may my stomach get better. Ryota. What should I wish for? Not the angel one, because we're not going down that route again. I guess force. Doesn't matter really, right? I wish to crush all opponents that rise before me and rule the world with an iron fist. Oh, hello. Is that you, Tosaka? Mr. Nanaki. You should be careful out this late. It can be dangerous for a girl, you know. I was about to head home. Would you like me to walk you to your place? No thank you. I still have some errands to run. Oh, well, don't stay out too late. Wasn't the Keymania 2DX public playtest starting today? Maybe I'll stop by the arcade. Today's my elective day. What should I do? Attend? Math. Our vitality's up by a lot. Probably because we did the gym thing. The 3-legged race. Sir, how will integral calculus help us in life? Hard to say. It might never help you at all, Tosaka. But only studying things that help you in life is tiresome. Think of it as educational candy. Integral calculus is educational candy? I'm not prepared to accept this. Wisdom increased by 5. Oh, we're in a different room for next period, right? Barely 2 hours into the day and I'm already hungry. I can't bear this. Ryota, we're in the textile room next, right? Let's walk together. Sure. Huh? That was an awfully unenthusiastic response. You don't look too good. Are you okay, Ryota? I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's go. Ugh. You're not fine. Yeah, it's my stomach. This happens all the time. It's nothing to worry about. I'll just go to the infirmary for a bit. Can you let the teacher know, please? Can you make it there on your own? Yeah, I can. Thanks. See you in a bit. He never showed up for 3rd period or 4th. What? Is he still in the infirmary? He better be alive in the infirmary. I'll go check on him after I eat lunch. Adrex marches on her stomach after all. Ryota? Oh, hello. Are you okay? You look even worse than you did earlier. Fine. Sitting around just makes it worse. I got some medicine from the doctor, but I'm not convinced that medicine is doing him any good. I wouldn't trust anything that doctor prescribed. Something's wrong if you go to the infirmary feeling sick and go home feeling worse. Wait a minute, Ryota. I'm going to give that doctor a piece of my mind. But wait, Rex. It's not his fault. I just have a weak stomach. I'm going to? I mean, I guess we're gonna go yell at the doctor. This has nothing to do with it. I'll be back in a minute. Doctor Iwamine. Barging in the door and shouting for the doctor's hardly accepted practice. Shall I prepare a sedative for you? No, thank you. I want to talk to you about Ryota.
Ryota? Oh, Mr. Kawada. He left some time ago. He rested here for 2 hours.
He rested here for 2 hours and wasn't any better for it. You did something to him, didn't you?
Wouldn't it have been worse to do nothing to him? Doing things to people is my job, after all.
Well, yes, but I mean something unnecessary.
I'm afraid I can't respond to complaints with no evidence. I examined his condition and provided him with the appropriate medicine. Beyond that, it's all down to how quickly his body recovers. You can't be holding me responsible for his unhealthy nature, can you?
Well, he's probably right. He doesn't have anything to do with Ryota's weak body. If you did something to him...
Please, do send in a complaint. After you find evidence, of course.
An evil smile flickers across his face for a moment and is gone. He did something to Ryota, didn't he? Oh boy. We got our finals back today. I'm not sure I did too well. Tosaka, sir. You didn't do too badly, I think. Yes? Never mind. You did badly. Sorry. No. Try harder next time, okay? I'm disappointed, Mr. Nanaki. I'll have to study more from now on. That dream again. Ryota, my parents, and me at a stranger's house. The strange bird who comes to me is a magician. He says he'll grant any wish that Ryota and I make. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But one day? Today's the last day. It's been a semester already. Sometimes it seemed long, and sometimes it seemed short. But either way, it's summer now. I think Sakia said to help him clean up the console room before going home. He always gets angry if I make him wait, so I should hurry.
You are late.
I came as fast as I could. Sorry, Sakia. Let's start cleaning.
Very well. First, move the shelf and chairs. There's dust underneath.
Okay.
Next, clean the cupboard. Arrange files by date.
Okay.
And then the floor. Polish it at least 3 times. And the
Hold on. Are you telling me to do all that by myself?
Who else is there?
You, bonehead. Yes, we're standing up to him. You help too. Sakia, I'm the vice president, not the charwoman.
Is that so?
My job's to help you, so maybe you should be taking the lead role in cleaning up.
That's why I'm giving you orders.
No, geez, that's not what I... Here's a mop. Work.
What?
You know how to use it, right? Let's get started. Don't tell me you've never...
Of course not.
Talk about living in the lap of luxury. And so, Sakia reluctantly helped me clean. I thought he might complain for a while, but he certainly can be obedient. Now then, the sooner we finish, the sooner we get to go home. It's easy to follow a practice and get fat and lazy during summer vacation. A hunter-gatherer's body is her way of life, so maybe I'll go running today. That was a good run. A true running girl's way to start vacation. I wonder how far I ran. I always lose track of where I'm going once the runner's high kicks in. Where am I? I must have wandered out of my usual stopping ground at some point. Which way did I come from? Don't fail me now, Paleolithic homing instinct. The sun's setting. I'd rather not sleep outside.
Hey, you. I don't know you. Where'd you come from?
A sparrow stands next to me, squinting up at my face. Her wing is resting on a motor scooter. It looks a little bit vintage. How cute! I feel a strange pressure. I can tell right away that this sparrow isn't just any birdie. I'm from St. Nations. I was out for a run and got lost.
You ran all the way from there? You must be good. It's about a 2-hour drive from here.
What? I guess that's why my legs hurt. I wonder if I'll be able to run home again.
I'd like the cut of your jib. Anyone that determined deserves a ride home. Come on.
The intimidating sparrow gestures at her scooter. It's a little small, but we should both fit, I think. Thank you. May I ask your name?
Kushiba Azami. I sell takoyaki. Call me Azami.
Then thank you, Azami. You're a very cautious driver.
Carve it into your soul, kid. One accident is all it would take, and that would be the end of both our lives. It may seem strange to a young girl like you, but once you've lost someone, you'll understand.
There's a far-off look in her eyes. I'm sure you know what you're talking about, but at this rate, I might get home faster by walking. Do you think we'll get there by dawn?
Carve it into your soul. The speed limit for scooters is 30 kilometers per hour.
We're not even going that fast.
Following traffic laws is part of my credo.
Isn't riding tandem against the law, too?
That rule is for humans. Birds are light, so 1 or 2 more doesn't stop the brakes from working. We're fine like this.
But I'm not a bird. And so we put it along at Azami's hyper-cautious speed. By the time we got to my house, it was almost light out. It's still a long time until the semester starts, and I still have a lot of homework. Maybe I should apply for a part-time job since I have a chance. Let's do it and give it to Ryota this time. Because we haven't done that option either. Since we're going through this again. I think I saw a flyer at the station hiring high schoolers over the summer. It was a cafe, right? Excuse me. It's beautiful in here. Oh my. Pardon me, miss, but we're not open yet. If you can come back at noon. Oh, sorry, I was here to ask about the job. The proprietor of the cafe is an extremely elegant parakeet. A true gentle bird without a doubt. This must be what people mean when they refer to a mature attractiveness. All the students at school are young and hyper, and the most dignified birds there are the teachers. Oh, is that right? Forgive me. I'm called Urishihara Kenzaburo. I am the owner of Torimi Cafe. I'm Tasaka Rex. Welcome, Miss Rex. I hadn't expected a human. Are you going to interview me? I do not see any need to test such a wonderful young lady's desire to work here. And I believe you will be much more capable than I at moving the boxes of coffee and tea about. I'll be glad to. After all, I am a vitality girl. I shall be relying on you for the summer then, Miss Rex. It is perhaps a little sudden, but could you start tomorrow? Of course! I'm glad. I shall be waiting for you here in my cage. Tomorrow then, Miss Rex. Today's my first day working in Mr. Urishihara's cafe. I think I'll leave early to make a good impression. Good morning, Miss Rex. Good morning, sir. Let me start by showing you where everything is. I'm sure you'll be able to remember everything soon, so please ask if you can't find something. He shows me around the cafe, explaining everything inside. The shop is small, and he keeps everything very tidy, so I'll be able to remember it all. Well then, what do you think? It's very nice. I almost want to move in. Come now, it's far too plain for a young lady such as yourself. Actually, compared to my house... Excuse me. It's on the flyer at the station, and... Ryota? Rex, what are you doing here? A friend of yours, Miss Rex? Oh yes, this is Ryota. You came for the job too, Ryota? Yeah, I thought it starts at noon, so I thought I could fit it in after my other job. But if you already got the position, then that's that. Mr. Urishihara, could you use 2 people?
Hmm. Sadly, my cage is too small to have that much work to do.
I should give the job to Ryota. Mr. Urishihara, do you think you can take Ryota instead of me? Rex?
I don't see why not, but
I don't really need the job, but Ryota does. Don't worry, he's a hard worker.
are you sure, Rex? It's not really fair to you.
I do feel a little bad leaving on my first day too, but Ryota works several jobs every summer to support his mother. Mr. Urishihara is a real gentle bird, and Ryota deserves to be treated nicely. This is for the best. I know you'll do a good job, Ryota.
Thanks, Rex. Well then, our encounter has been as transient as a comet's tail on the horizon, but I am glad I met you. Please do stop by. I will always be here, Ms. Rex.
I will. Thank you, Mr. Urishihara. Today's the local summer festival. I think I'll go with somebody. Invite? Ryota!
Thanks for inviting me, Rex. Come on, let's go.
So many booths. How are we supposed to choose?
Use your hunter-gatherer instincts, Rex. Let's go find something to eat. I'll pay.
What? No fair. I'm paying for yours.
It's a deal.
Yakitori sounds good right about now. And so I spent a happy evening with Ryota. Maybe we can go again next year. I'd love me some yakitori. I knew I should have gotten up when I first woke up. I slept way too late. School starts today, right? I'm gonna be late. Oh, hello, Tasaka. Sir, I'm sorry. I overslept. Overslept? My homework. I forgot to bring my homework. Aren't you getting a little bit ahead of yourself, Tasaka? Huh? What's the number in the top left-hand corner saying? Oh. You're just a little bit early. Though, since you're here, can you lend me a hand for a bit, Tasaka? Lend you a hand? I was about to start grading the freshman's exams, and I thought maybe you can help, if you don't have something else. Of course, you have a test in September, so if you want to go and study in the library. I want to return to my glorious abode. Forgive me, sir, but I need to go home. I must return to my people the spoils of war, lay my bloodied sword at the feet of my great king, and celebrate my conquest of all the lands from here to distant Macedonia. Oh, have fun. Good morning, everybody. I hope you had fun over the summer. Ooh, Okusan's always having fun.
Yup. What is this fun?
Once summer's over, time starts slipping by faster than ever. Trying to stay focused. Focus, sir! Focus! Hatoful Boyfriend, the most splendid and greatest academy of the pigeon, by the pigeon, and for the pigeon. Second term. That's all for today. See you tomorrow, everyone. Class always feels really long after summer vacation. I think I'll go home and sleep. I'm going home, Ryota. Want to come with? Huh? Ryota isn't at his desk. He's always slow, so I don't think he packed up and went home. Sir, wait. Hello, Tasaka. What is it? Do you know where Ryota went? I don't think I've seen him since homeroom. He went to the infirmary earlier. I think he wasn't feeling well. He had a stomachache? Could be. Maybe you should go check on him if you weren't going somewhere else. I will. Again, huh?
Ugh, I'm late. I've been slow getting up before, but I've never slept through my alarm like this. Maybe I'm not getting enough sleep. Anyway, gotta go fast. Sorry, I'm late.
Good morning, Kawada. We were just about to sit down.
Late on the second day? As expected of a pharaoh.
Now.
Sir, where's Rex? Isn't she here?
Apparently not.
Oh! No wonder her kind died off. Where are you, Rex? Usually you'd be early. You were late yesterday, and now this?
I think we can start at homeroom now. Today we'll do a little review on the history of bird kind. You wait until now to teach that?
What a pathetic country.
Of course, everyone learned it years ago, but it's required for the second day of the semester. Oh. Back when we birds were still beasts and pets, a virus known as H5N1 appeared. At first it only affected birds, but it underwent a mutation and spread to humans.
Oh god. It's just the bird flu.
This mutated strain was highly infectious and had an extremely high mortality rate. It became clear that it posed a threat to the survival of the human species. So the humans engineered a powerful virus to cull birds and prevent a H5N1 from becoming pandemic. In hindsight, it seems foolhardy and rash, but the world leaders at the time saw no better option. Except, the new virus didn't work. Infected birds didn't die. Rather, their brains grew in size and power, starting with doves. That's why doves make up the majority of professionally qualified workers today. Other birds, including quails like me, are still adapting to social life. Incidentally, I heard that the first puffin in history to hold a governorship was elected last month. Even cockapoos, which were once close to extinction, can now be toilet trained. And as you know, the Prime Minister of Japan is a shoebill. Yikes. Anyway, the development of social intelligence in birds had a huge impact on their predators. Which leads me to the next point. Since their gambit failed, humans were left defenseless to AH5N1. Mostly died out. The few that are left now live peacefully with birds, though in the past there were large conflicts. Ah, that's the bell. We'll vote on student council members in second period, so be on time.
Rex never came. I hope she's okay. Maybe I should try calling her.
Kawada, do you have a minute?
Sure.
We're supposed to get our print boxes today. Would you mind picking ours up?
Our print box?
Yep, it has all the handouts and everything, since we don't have a console yet.
Okay, it's in the faculty room, right?
That's right. If you can have it back here before second period, please.
Print box. Inside the faculty office is a stack of cardboard boxes. These must be the ones. This one, maybe? I pick up the box marked 2-3. It's awfully heavy. I guess paper isn't exactly light when there's this much of it.
Oh, thank you. You were okay by yourself?
It was a little heavier than I expected, but I was fine.
Let's take a look inside then, just to make sure everything's there. Huh? Did you cut your wing, Kawada?
Cut my... I don't think so.
It's bleeding.
It is. Did I scratch myself on something? It doesn't hurt at all. No, this isn't my blood. What is that? There's blood leaking through a corner of the box. I feel sick. But I reach out and open the lid anyway. Inside the box is a human head. The eyes are glassy. But even like this, I still recognize her. She wasn't late. She was here all along. It can't be. Oh, first class. Well, what? Look away, Kawada. Looking will only hurt you. Ugh. Emergency alert. Emergency alert. We have entered a state of emergency. All students, please evacuate to the gymnasium. Repeat, we have entered. What is happening? Why is everything red? I don't know. Bah. Until we know what's going on, there's nothing to do but follow instructions. What are you spacing out for, Kawada? Come on. No. I don't want to leave Rex here alone. Get up. She's gone. That thing is no longer Tosaka. It can't be. Come. But by the time we arrived, the gym was already crowded with students and teachers. No one seems to know what's going on, though. The gym echoes with whispered speculation. Hey, did you see the box? Yeah, you had that too? Yep. Well, the class rep opened it and I didn't see, but apparently there was a human arm in it. Oh my god, everyone got a piece of Tosaka. Jesus Christ. Ours had half a leg. It was really gross. From the snatches of conversations I hear, it sounds like all the print boxes had pieces of a human corpse in them. Were they all pieces of Rex, I wonder? Nobody seems particularly concerned, which isn't all that odd. It was grotesque, but it's not like it was a dead bird. Just some primate. Nanaki. Nanaki, this isn't some idiotic disaster drill, is it? We're not supposed to have one until next month. Do you suppose it has something to do with that distasteful box? That was definitely Tosaka's. Bah! Won't someone explain this ridiculous state of affairs already? Yeah. Someone, tell me what's going on. This is a bad dream, right? Someone, wake me up. Someone... Is everybody here? This is Ichijo Mino, the headmaster. The headmaster? It seems we have all gathered together without panic or noise. Excellent. Unfortunately, there has been a natural disaster outside. The school is a designated evacuation site, so please remain here a little longer. Natural disaster? Nonsense. The weather is perfectly clear. Ooh! Okasan felt no earthquakes! It's not like we're anywhere near a volcano or anything. I demand an explanation, headmaster. Just what is going on outside? Does this have something to do with Tosaka, Rex? Why have you brought us here? I repeat, there has been a... No, imbecile! The gymnasium erupts in whispered discussions once more. Well, that changed nothing. I still have no idea what's going on. Are you alright, Kawada? No. Yes, I am. This could prove to be a very bad day for us all. Could prove to be? It already is. Oh, Mr. Nanaki! Rex is missing! Cool! She must have run off somewhere! Okusa will go look for her! Son, no, she's... San is an older breed, much closer to pigeons of the human era. Maybe he doesn't understand the concept of death. Trying to explain would only hurt myself. The headmaster has proven entirely unhelpful. What should we do, Nanaki? Well, we can't exactly carry on with class. I agree with San. Let's go get Rex. Calm yourself, Kawada. To relinquish your sanity at a time of state of emergency is suicide. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Sir, we can't just leave her like that. May I go back to the classroom just once?
Well, the principal did ask us to remain here, but he didn't say we couldn't leave the gym now, did he?
I'm coming with you. As president of the student council, I have responsibility to get to the bottom of this.
Thanks,
Sakuya. Do not flatter yourself. I'm not doing this for you. Sasako is foolish, loud, and had no manners or sense. But she never deserved anything like this. I swear by my blood and name as a Lobel, I will find the one who did this. You shall be my assistant. Come, Kawada. Right. And so, I exited the gymnasium in Sakuya's majestic wake. I want to know what happened to Rex. Who did that to her, and why? Can the evacuation possibly have nothing to do with her? Why wouldn't the headmaster explain anything? My head was a raging whirlpool of questions and no answers. And I did not yet know what we would find. What is this? A wall. A huge gray. What had been a clear autumn sky is now blocked off by dull gray. It's dark, almost like the sun has already gone down. A dome, rather. We appear to be shut in from above as well. What? When did they do this? And how? I don't think any of us was in full command of his faculties as we came this way. We can't be certain that it wasn't already there. It does seem most likely that it was put in place while we were in the gymnasium listening to the headmaster, though. He did say there's a natural disaster. Maybe it's some sort of shield? Is disaster so destructive there's nothing to be done but hide under an enormous gray blanket and wait? Maybe they didn't give the headmaster the details to avoid causing panic? If that were the case, they would be robbing us of our right to know why our very lives are in danger. Is this really a shelter? Is there really a natural disaster? Either way, we don't know if there's a connection between what happened to Rex and all this. Let's go to the classroom and tell Mr. Nanaki about the whole dome thing. Very well. Looks like the other class has left theirs as well. They're at the teacher's desk. Is everybody else planning to stay in the gym? Japan is a country of fools who have grown lazy through too much peace. I doubt anyone has dared take it upon themselves to investigate this matter. We're here. The box is still where I left it. Inside is... I can't. Sakuya, I'm sorry, could you? No matter. What is this madness? Huh? There's nothing here. That can't be right. We left it right here. It's not like it got up and moved on its own, is it? Someone came and removed it while everyone was at the gym. This is life, not some third-rate mystery novel. Exactly, Sakuya. Oh, wrong place. Yuya. Salutations, Ryota. I see you're babysitting Sakuya. Do not throw my name about like some cheap toy, mongrel. How cruel. Well, I can't blame you for being tense, given the circumstances. I think you'd act like that regardless of circumstances, Yuya. I'm sorry about her. It pains me to think what happened. His expression clouds. It's strange. I've never seen any expression other than carefree cheerfulness before. You've known her for a long time, right? Yes. Do you know something about this, Yuya? Well, most of this business is still a mystery to me, but I can at least answer the questions we face right now. The whereabouts of the corpse, you mean? Yeah, that. As you said, this isn't some third-rate mystery novel. corpses don't disappear, we won't be having a famous detective show up and find the culprit for us. Anyway, the other infirmary assistants and I gathered her up in the chemistry lab. The chemistry lab? Well, what for? For one, well, we couldn't just leave her scattered throughout the school. It was only for the mental health of these students. Secondly, for the autopsy. As you know, we have two things going on at once here. The only human in the school was caught up and distributed to the rest of the school, and now there's some natural disaster happening. I imagine you're wondering at the school if there isn't a connection between the two. Oh, that was the wrong voice. We are, but we haven't found anything. What do you know? I told you, this is all mystery to me too. I suspect that we will have an easier time investigating the murder as long as we're sealed in like this, though. The doctor should be proceeding with the autopsy by now. The doctor? Why him? You don't trust him? Of course not. I don't want to think about what he might do to her. He might even have... You suspect the doctor? Yes. Everybody knows he's a nutcase. He probably killed her for some crazy experiment. He is an expert in the field. Who else here could perform the autopsy? But... I know where you're coming from, Ryota. He's not exactly the most ethically minded bird around. That's why I asked Professor Donaki to come too. He should be there by now, if you want to go make sure. Alright, we'll go later. So Rex has been gathered in the chemistry lab, and the doctor and Mr. Nanaki are examining her now. Mr. Nanaki might not be the best witness, but he's better than no one, right? We know where the corpse went then, but why are you here? Me? I'm investigating, under my own orders, of course. Playing Detective Mongrel? That, and I have to make sure we didn't miss any pieces. Anyway, what are you two going to do now? Personally, I think the murder and the evacuation are almost certainly connected. I'm inclined to agree. The headmaster's refusal to explain our situation makes me doubt his story in its entirety. Indeed. So, Ryota. Yeah? I know how you feel. You want to find the one who did this to Rex as soon as possible, right? Yes. Rex. Gone for a moment, and suddenly she was turned into this. Who did that to her? I'll find them, and I'm going to find the culprit, and I've never felt this emotion before, but now I feel nothing else. When I find that bird, My thoughts, exactly. Unfortunately, the school is a mess, and we won't find anything by chasing after her shadow. I think we should try to solve both mysteries at once, whenever possible. Of course, the wall could just be there because of some natural disaster. That's about all I have to say. We didn't need your advice from the start. You're nothing but a talk anyway, mongrel. Thanks, Yuya. We'll do our best to help. Oh, one other thing. You might want to talk to one in the maintenance office. Tell him I sent you. You mean that antisocial cockatiel dandy everybody hates? Yep, him. Don't worry, he's a good guy. He'll be able to help you, and you might find something useful in there. Well, that's it for the talky mongrel. Adieu. He saunters off towards the staircase. What a dreadfully obnoxious man. I thought he'd never shut up. He gave us some good advice, right? We should be grateful. Anyway, I don't think we'll find anything else here. Indeed. Where should we head next? I doubt we would go amiss by visiting the lab, the maintenance office, or by investigating the wall outside. Great. Let's go to the office first. Maybe this one guy will be able to help us. The maintenance office. In other words, the repairman's shop.
I doubt we'll find anything useful there.
Yuya said to go, right?
I doubt the integrity of his advice.
Geez, is that anything to say about your own brother? You should be nicer to your family.
My family?
Do you mock me? That filthy-blooded mongrel is no relation to me. Oh, calm down. I guess this elitism is still running business as usual. We don't have time to waste. We should hurry. The maintenance room is in the corner of the main building on the ground floor, right? Excuse us.
What is this? This doesn't look very educational.
The handyman pretty much lives here, I think. A dove.
And one more.
Mr. One, hello.
What are you doing here? Didn't you hear the alarm?
I'm Ryota, and this is Sakuya. We got permission from our teacher to investigate the building.
Didn't you hear the alarm?
No panic, no noise, and no leaving.
That's what I do here.
But whoa, somehow he seems really cool.
You mean you're too lazy to go to the gymnasium? Don't worry about me. You two go ahead and find your class there.
No, we're not.
Do you mean to interfere with us, wretched fool?
Yuya said we should ask for you for help.
Sakazaki Yuya?
Yes, him. We decided to honor his request by coming all the way over here.
Oh. Do you intend to stop us now?
Sakuya, where the heck are your manners? Sorry, he transferred from overseas and his Japanese isn't too great.
He certainly has more bark than I imagine he has bite. Very well, come in. What did you say you gentlemen were investigating? Two things. The murder of Tasaka Rex and the mysterious wall outside.
You've been in here the whole time, right? Do you know what he's talking about?
Yes, I got an idea from Mr. Sakazaki.
In other words, you only know what you have heard from that mongrel. Useless.
I know plenty about the school itself, though. My job is to take care of the entire campus.
Maybe you know what the big gray wall outside is then?
Nope. Useless wretch.
Sakuya, calm down. Though, I'm not sure there's anything we can learn here right now. Oh wait, Mr. One, could we use your computer? Maybe we can find out what's going on outside.
Sadly not. Everything's been cut off since this morning. Even the telephone wires. This is too thorough.
We can't think of any reason why they need to cut communication systems off if it were some sort of storm protection.
This has to be a wild goose chase then. A complete waste of time. Let us go, Kawada. Wait, I have a bright and massive piece of advice for you.
Bright and massive?
What?
If you get stuck,
try the headmaster's office. I've been almost everywhere in the school, but never there. You might be able to find something out about the well if you check in there.
Of course, the headmaster did not speak to us in person in the gym. If he was broadcasting from his office, then he might still be in there.
Asking him certainly seems like
the best way to get some solid information. We should try that.
If you need a break later on, feel free to come back here and rest. Anyone Mr. Sakazaki sent is trustworthy. I'll get you some notes. If you find anything, you can come write it down. You never know what could happen in a situation like this, and you don't want to forget anything.
Thank you, Mr. One. We can come back here later. For now, we check the lab or the wall. After those two, we can try the headmaster's office. Go to...
Oh boy. The lab, I guess. I don't know, does it matter which one we go to first? Yikes, yikes.
Excuse us. It's always been one of the gloomier parts of the school, but today the lab is downright depressing.
Hello, Kawada.
Sir, thank you for being with Rex now.
Of course. Sakazaki came and asked me to come right away after you two left the gym.
He must have gone past us. How unfortunate. The doctor is lining up pieces of Rex on one of the lab benches. Must you glower at me so, Mr. Kawara? I'm not glowering at you. Do you disapprove of my handling her? He gives me an evil smile. No, that's not it. I just wish we had a doctor who wasn't this malicious. Are you finding anything, Dr. Iwamine? No, not yet, no. I only just finished assembling her. It will take some time. I will send word to you when I've finished. Perhaps you have something else to do while you wait. Very well, we shall not interfere. Come, Kawada. Right. Oh, Mr. Kawara? A moment, please. Yes? Allow me to give you a hint. A hint? You suspect me of foul play, do you not? In light of that, I shall leave it up to you whether you decide to believe me or not. Anyway, I think you've missed something very important. One might say that you have forgotten something. Perhaps you should bear that in mind. You're just a little bit off, but I'm sure you'll find the answer yourself if you keep looking. Oh, isn't it beautiful, Mr. Kawara? The sound of your life crumbling apart around you. I take it does not suit your taste. Very well. He was rather fond of the unusual himself. A pity. He? Well then, you can handle the outside investigation, and I, the internal. Ho ho ho. Good luck, Mr. Kawara. Right. Thanks, Doctor. He's definitely enjoying himself. What a psycho. What did he mean when he said I was missing something? Or maybe he was just trying to lead me astray. Better not worry about it for the time being. What were you talking with Kawara about, Doctor? Nothing important. Just giving him a little emotional support and encouragement. I see. That's good then. I'm sure you'll remember not to cause any trouble for my students, Doctor. We step outside once more. The gray dome remains, blocking out the morning sky. Let's get a closer look at it. We can't see much from over here. Indeed. Iron, maybe? It's quite firm at any rate. Maybe it is some kind of shelter. My phone's out of range. Maybe this wall is blocking the signal? That seems likely. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, that's the one that's hitting us. It sounds thick and dense. Trying to break a hole in it will not be practical. Maybe there's an emergency exit or something? We should check. We still don't know whether or not we are completely sealed in after all. Right. Let's walk around the perimeter. Doesn't look like there are any doors or anything. Indeed, it appears to be identical all the way around. Do you suppose it's ventilated? I can't say I fancy the prospect of suffocating under this thing without even knowing why it's here. I think an emergency shelter would have some sort of airflow built in, yeah. If not, then we're in deep trouble. What are you looking at? Up there. Is that some sort of hatchway? He points upwards. Ah. He's right. About 20 meters up, there's a joint or something of a different color. That does look like it might lead outside. Let's go look. I don't see any kind of latch. Can we open it by hand? Yeah, maybe there's a switch or something somewhere. It does not seem like we can do anything here now. Let us remember its location and return later. I don't like to think about it, but if there really is such a terrible disaster out there, this is the only option. Maybe it would be better to leave it shut anyway. Indeed. Let us move on. We still don't know what's going on outside. I've got enough in my mind just thinking about Rex, but I'm worried about my family outside too. I hope my mother's okay.
I suppose we finished the first stage of the investigation now.
Yeah, we've got a better idea of the situation, I guess. The doctor's working in the lab. The gray dome covers the entire school but for one small hatch, and we can use the maintenance office as a base. Mr. One did say...
Indeed, he suggested we visit the headmaster's office.
Yeah, it's on the first floor. Let's go. Headmaster, sir.
Are you within? We demand entry.
Rude even to the headmaster? I wonder if the doctor's the only person in the entire school who he actually respects.
No reply. Let's go in.
Wait, Sakuya, that's... It's locked?
Bah! Where is that old geezer?
Maybe he's pretending to be out so we'll go away.
Indeed, he never was the type to walk about the campus. Or perhaps he has locked the door from the inside and plans to stay inside until the siege is lets up.
Should we wait around?
We have no time for such frivolities. We shall enter this room if it means reducing the door to a miserable pile of splinters.
It's the headmaster's door. I don't think it'll be easy to break down.
You speak the truth. Let us ask Nanaki if it isn't a key to open it from the outside.
Yeah. We can head back to the...
What is it, Kawara?
I thought I heard something.
I hear nothing. Perhaps you're imagining things.
Like something being dragged across the floor. Listen, there it is again. Behind! Excuse me?
Oh, absolutely not. What?
Oh god, do not give me a QTE. I'm not good at those. Suddenly, behind us stood a gigantic scarecrow-like creature with a rough burlap sack for a head. Second class. But what in... The scarecrow man draws closer, dragging its long, ungainly metallic arm behind it. Sakuya, watch out.
Oh, yikes.
Its arm slices through the air, smashing the window into tiny shards, which scatter across the hallway floor. We don't know what it is, but apparently it isn't friendly. Sakuya, we have to run.
I am well aware. Did we lose it?
I think so. Lucky it moves so slowly.
What was it? Truly no one can devise a prank as bizarre as that.
It looked like a biped. It was humanoid, but I don't think it was a human.
I've never heard of a human being made of metal and burlap. A murder, the dome, and now this? I don't know who's behind these trickeries, but they must have a death wish to mock me so.
From now on, we have to get back to the lab. We need to warn Mr. Nanaki.
Oh, welcome back, Kawada, Shirogane. Would you like some tea?
Is this really the time?
We cannot afford to relax now, Professor. So I take it something has happened.
The headmaster. He must have been hiding from the scarecrow. It smashed the window.
Calm yourself, Kawada. You're becoming incoherent.
Sorry.
We were attacked by a gigantic creature outside the headmaster's office. It was a bizarre thing, like a scarecrow in appearance. A scarecrow? Oh god, I've messed up their voices so much.
Yeah, like the ones humans used to make. It attacked us and we ran back here. It was slow, but its arm was heavy and dangerous.
Are the other students still in gymnasium? Probably not all of them. If there's something dangerous in here, we should probably tell everybody to stay together in the gym.
Yeah. The plot thickens. Indeed, we only were trapped under this confounded dome, but now it seems we must contend with this monstrous new guest. I wonder what the Scarecrow Man's connection to all this is. A Scarecrow Man, you say?
The doctor.
Fascinating. I've never cut into one of those. I'd love to get my hands on it.
Have you finished the autopsy yet, Doctor?
Yes, for now.
I was awake here the whole time. Don't worry.
Thank you, Mr. Nanaki.
You two may have
a right to know what I found, given your efforts towards the investigation. I shall try to state simply and briefly what I've learned from the lumps of meat which were once Miss Sasaka. Control yourself, Kawada. Falling out among ourselves would only do us harm. I know. Anyway, we lacked the tools for a proper examination, but the cause of death was asphyxiation. There are no signs of any strangulation or smothering, so she was either poisoned or sick.
She was dismembered after death then, Doctor?
It would appear so. There's little evidence of bleeding, so we may assume that she was cut up sometime after death.
Rex is one of the healthiest people I know. She couldn't have become that sick that quickly. Meaning, someone poisoned her.
Why? For the sake of the grotesque, or to make her easier to carry, or for some other reason.
Disgusting either way.
I suppose I should also tell you the estimated time of death. Obviously, I cannot be completely certain, but I believe that Miss Sasaka died yesterday, after school. In the evening, then. Precisely. And she was found this morning.
In other words, unless she was seen yesterday afternoon, she may have been here all along.
Kawara.
Her house is near yours, was it not? Did you see her yesterday?
After school? No, I didn't. My mother asked me to run some errands, so I went straight home yesterday. That's right, I went home alone. It's too late to regret it now, but maybe if I'd just asked her to walk home with me.
I see. Perhaps we should ask any other students whom she was close. You're going out again? Be careful. It sounds like wandering around the school could be dangerous.
Don't worry. We can outrun the Scarecrow if it shows up again.
Incidentally, I went home early yesterday too. I left as soon as class ended. So I only know what Ryota has told me. I wish I had some useful information, but
I was in the infirmary right up until I returned home, as usual. I know nothing of what happened in the rest of the school, sadly.
So neither Mr. Nanaki nor Dr. Iwamina saw Rex yesterday afternoon.
Oh, right. Could we ask a favor of you, Mr. Nanaki?
A favor?
The headmaster's office is locked. We think he might be hiding in there. If there's a spare key to his door, could we use it?
A spare key? Yes. There should be one in the faculty room. I'll ask the vice principal for you.
Thank you, sir. We'll be back soon.
Be careful out there.
You too, sir.
Kawada is a strange boy. I wonder why he lied about going straight home. Oh. We won't be able to talk to the headmaster until we have that key. Let us work on the murder case until then. Great. We should ask every birdie where they were yesterday. The doctor said he was in the infirmary until he went home. I wonder if we can trust him. Do not bias yourself with baseless suspicions, Kawara. Yeah, I know. I think maybe you trust him a little too easily, Sakuya. He's a world authority, but that doesn't make him honest. You know nothing of what that means. The head of the Labelle family, my father, was once crippled with chronic illness. He was cured by medicines developed by Dr. Iwamine. He makes medicine? Save the sleep talk for your dreams. Have you no idea what contributions he has made to the medical world? I didn't know. I thought he was some kind of mad scientist, cooking up nothing but death and all-around woe. You've become biased by the foolish rumors of the peasantry. Reconsider yourself. In any case, the Labelle family is indebted to him. A noble bird will never treat a benefactor with disrespect. So that's why he's so polite to the doctor. Doesn't that make him biased as well, though? Anyway, let's go. Very well. Go to? I guess the gymnasium first. The students in the gymnasium have grown somewhat restless since the evacuation. Shut up with no explanation, and now there's a suspicious individual wandering the campus. I guess even doves lose their cool eventually. San, where are you? Ooh, Uncle-san is right here, alive and well, so far. Ooh. Where did you and Sakuya go? Leave Uncle-san behind and going outside is not fair. You just confused the issue if we brought you along. We came back because we had a question for you. Ooh, come at me, whippersnapper. That's not what I... You should practice on the ground after school, right? Ooh. Of course! It is Oko-san's duty as track captain! Did you see Rex while you were out there yesterday? Ooh. No! Oko-san did not see her then, or as he was going home! Can we really be sure that he would have noticed her even if she had been there while he was running? Good point. Ooh. Do not look down on Oko-san's visual memory. Ooh. If it asked Oko-san about the bloodstained interloper he saw, then he would have something to say. Excuse me? Wait, son. What did you just... Ooh. Do not look down on Oko-san's visual memory. After that, imbecile. Ooh. If he had asked Oko-san about the bloodstained interloper he saw, then he would have something to say. Ooh. Oko-san saw the interloper going to the infirmary. The infirmary? Could that have been Rex? She wouldn't have been stained with blood until after she died. She was a bit hyper, but I don't think she'd still be walking around after that point. Ooh. It was not Rex. It was a bird unknown to Oko-san. So someone who was covered in blood was going to the infirmary after school? Whoever he is, he's our prime suspect now. Thanks for telling us, son. At least we found something. Even if it raises more questions than it answers. Yeah. Some bird who San doesn't know. Could I have been someone from outside the school? It's past noon already. Let us hurry onwards. Mr. One? You two again. Come in. How goes the investigation? Well, I hope. We went to the headmaster's office as you requested. It was locked, however. Yeah, we got attacked by this weird thing outside there. I'm glad you're okay. This office isn't that far from... Was that thing a muddy scarecrow-like man, perhaps? Yuya! So, you've seen it too? Just now, yeah, on the second floor. I caught a glimpse of it from behind at the other end of the corridor and didn't stick around to let it see me. So alas, I was not blessed to look at its pretty face. Coward. Hey, we ran away as soon as we saw it too. Anyway, it sounds like it's wandering around the building. Maybe it would be better for you to leave, Mr. One. Don't worry for me, young one. My duties prevent me from leaving this room. You two aren't planning to call off your investigation because of a bad guy or two, either. Well, yeah, that's true. Already stuck in a rut of unadaptable middle age? Don't come crying to us if you get hurt. I've come within touching distance of death in the past. I will be fine. I wonder what kind of death comes that close to a maintenance worker. Then again, knowing this school, there could be all kinds of evil going on behind the scenes. Well then, what are you standing around for? I think orders were given for everyone to gather in the gymnasium to avoid the scarecrow. Same goes for you. Why aren't you headed over there? Ugh. I can't just sit around. Indeed, same here. Oh, excuse me. Hence, walking around the school. On that note, I better go to the lab. Professor Nanaki wanted me there. What for? Something you asked him to do. Oh. He wants you to keep an eye on Dr. Iwamine. Most likely, yes. Dr. and Rex, that is. Anyway, you two go on with your investigation. I'll be watching over her, so don't worry. Right. Wait. Yeah. According to the autopsy, Saka died after school yesterday. Did you see her during that time? Yesterday evening, huh? What did the doctor say? Just that he'd been in the infirmary all day. I was there too. We were inspecting and cleaning all day, so I can verify the doctor's alibi. I told you not to down him without evidence, Kawara. Ah, right. At this point, the prime suspect is that scarecrow anyway. That's everything? Well, adieu. We should head out too. But first, let's write down what we found. Alright, let's go. And so we walked about the school searching for clues of Rex and the mysterious blood-stained stranger. We were lucky enough to avoid encountering the scarecrow, but we didn't find any information either. Where to now? Nanaki has probably gotten the key for us by now. Let us return to the lab. Okay. Huh? What is it? Did you say something just now? I did not. Could it be that confounded scarecrow again? No, it's not him. I just thought I heard somebody say something. Ugh, don't scare me like that. Though, we've been walking around half the day. It's hardly surprising that your mind should be playing tricks on you. This is the library. Wait, what if there's somebody in here? They might not have heard the alarm. Let's check. Very well. Far removed from the emergency throughout the rest of the school, the library is the same as always. Empty. It is a little gloomier than usual. I guess there's no one here. Pull yourself together, Kawara. I have no use for subordinates who lose hold of their sanity. Since when am I your subordinate? Sorry, Sakuya. Let's head back to the lab. Something bad happened. I should have known what would happen after this. If it hadn't been for me, none of it would have happened at all. What was I trying to do here? What did I see? Why can't I remember? I can't hear. What are you saying? You're fading away. It's too far. Miss Sasaka. Mr. Nanaki? Welcome back. Have you found anything interesting? Yet another suspicious individual. But we should speak of the headmaster first. Have you gotten the key? Yes, I have. Right here. Thank you, sir. Well, let's have a look, shall we? The doctor and I will be here. Be careful. Adieu. Clear left. Clear right. Good. Doesn't look like the scarecrow's here. That's good. If I had to fly away from something like that, I might panic and hit the ceiling. Oh, right. Quail's reflex when startled is to fly straight up. We should hear it dragging its arm when it moves, so we'll have plenty of time to get away. Let's go in. Right. Let's see. The headmaster, who gathered us all in the gym without any real explanation. How many of our questions will he be able to answer? Excuse us. Maybe he's not here? That or hiding. There's some birdie at the desk. He's sitting with his back to us, but his feathers are the unmistakable green of a Nicobar. Speak to us, headmaster. Have you gone deaf? Sakya, be polite. Japan is a country of courtesy, after all. Is it his fault or mine that we had to come here? Headmaster, will you? This.
Sakya? The thing here is no longer the headmaster. His half-closed eyes are dull and cloudy. The skin showing beneath his feathers is pallid.
What madness?
Him, too.
Oh no, I didn't read it. What did it say?
Poisoning. Only a few hours ago. I believe he was already dead when the announcement was broadcasted this morning, though.
I checked this broadcasting equipment, and it looks like they put the video together from last year's disaster fire drill footage. Meaning, somebody killed the headmaster and gathered everyone else in the gym. Why would anyone? There's no explanation but mere obscene delight in the grotesque. I think we may be vastly underestimating the magnitude of whatever's going on. It may be better if we kept this to ourselves for now.
I concur. Until we have a proper grasp of the situation, telling the others would only cause unnecessary panic.
First Rex, and now the headmaster, both poisoned. Were they killed by the same person? More rationally, they had a reason for killing him and fabricating the broadcast. They must be connected to the quarantine. Since we're finally here, let us search for some clues, Kawara.
Right.
Easier said than done. Every shelf in his office is piled high with documents and papers. Where do we even start? Incompetent feral. Examine each piece one at a time, looking for anything about emergency procedures, plans of the school.
Got it. PTA records? That's not it. Demographics for dummies? Nope. Transfer students? Wait, next to that is the human representative? That must mean Rex. And the date is from 2 years ago, right before she enrolled. It's not really related to today's incidents, but it might have something useful.
There doesn't appear to be anything about converting the school into a shelter. Anything this large scale would have at least some sort of paper trail were it official.
Hang on, Sakya.
What are you reading, Kawara?
This.
The human representative?
It's locked, even though none of the others are.
A minority representative is no more important than a transfer student or the like. There's no need to have it sealed up like a criminal record.
I wonder if it's written in here.
We can't exactly ask the headmaster to open it for us. I don't suppose the key is in here somewhere.
Maybe we should ask Mr. One for help?
Do you intend to break it open?
Yeah, it'll be faster than looking around for the key. And that.
I was wondering about that as well.
That thing on his desk. Some sort of control panel? Whatever it is, it's suspicious.
I believe it is a control panel for some machine, yes. And spread out next to it is the dome. Maybe this controls the dome? Or the hatch we saw earlier? One did postulate that it would be in here. Locked, of course. I doubt we'll find it easy to break that one.
Yeah. All the same, we have an actual hope of getting out of here now. Even just that, it's comforting. Let's go talk to Mr. One.
I think we have exhausted all the possibilities of this room for the time being. Let us go.
Mr. Kawara?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I see you have yet to lose your open distrust of me.
Well, 2 people have been poisoned. And we have evidence that the perpetrator went into the infirmary. It's sort of hard not to doubt you a little, sir. Not too hard for Sakuya, though.
How honest of you. Did you find it yet? The thing you forgot about?
The thing I forgot about? He must be talking about what he said earlier. No. I'm not convinced you're not just trying to mess with me. Are you sure you're not trying to keep me from finding something you thought nobody knew about?
How cruel, Mr. Kawara. Your boundless suspicion wounds me.
He doesn't look wounded at all. More like amused.
I have no reason to regret your solving this mystery, Mr. Kawara. Let me give you another hint. There are no riddles here. If you want to find the truth, you need only keep going. You need not use your brain at all.
What are you talking about? No riddles? Wait, that's not... You mean to say you know the truth already?
Well, who knows?
If you do, then tell me.
I told you. You only need to keep going. Everything here is a plot that was laid out just for you, after all.
Just for me? How long must you babble, Kawara? Come on.
Sorry. I take this as a challenge, Doctor. You may take it that way if you so wish.
I swear, I will find the truth. And if I find out that you killed Rex...
Oh ho ho ho. I do look forward to seeing what sort of answer you find. Mr. One?
You two again. What is it? We explained to Mr. One what we found in the headmaster's office. The plot thickens, I see. We think this file may be connected to the mystery. Can you unlock it? Or break it? Let me see. This will be rather troublesome. It's just locked, right? Forcing it will result in spontaneous combustion. What? Why would they put something like that on a bunch of ordinary documents? Perhaps because these documents are not ordinary. All the same. I have dealt with similar things in the past. It'll take time, but I believe I can open it. So defusing bombs falls under maintenance operations? Do not forget, I'm not just a maintenance worker. I am a bright and massive maintenance worker. What does that have to do with anything? So maintenance work in Japan requires a number of skills. I'm impressed. I think Mr. One is the only... Oh right, can we ask you one more thing? You may. We found a control panel that looks like it's for the dome as well, but it's locked. It seems to require a password. A password? Ask Mr. Sakazaki for help.
Yuya?
He is the master of unauthorized access. So that wretched mongrel has lured himself to crime. I never knew he could. Sakuya, just let it go. We need his help here. I shall take care of this folder then. I can't say for sure, but it should be done by the time you and Mr. Sakazaki get back. Alright, thanks. We should probably write all this down since we're here. Where is Yuya right now? Either in the lab, or possibly gallivanting like a nincompoop. This would be a lot easier if we could use our phones. But we can't. Off to the lab. Here we are. I wonder if he's still in there.
As we turn the corner... Oh no. Scarecrow Man blocks our path. Ooh. Wow. Of all the... Sakia, run! Ooh, wow. Ooh. Don't order me around, feral. We lost it, right? Oh, shoot. Sakia and I must have run in different directions. I hope he's okay. Of all the time to run into that thing again. If he's lying in wait for us like that, we can't rely on the noise of his arm to find it. And the dome makes the building dark, so it's hard to see. I'd better be careful. Where is it now? I want to head straight to the lab, but... Did I just hear something? What are you doing here, all alone? Did you see the wall outside? It's been an emergency, and everybody's supposed to gather in the gym. You should... You're... Kawada Ryota? He knows my name? Have I met him somewhere before? Yeah, have we met before? The unfamiliar morning dove shakes his head. This is the first time we've spoken. Then why do you know my name? She told me. Miss Tasaka. Rex? Oh, right. Didn't she say she made friends with a freshman who's in the library all the time? Can I ask your name? Fujishiro Nagaki. You were friends of Rex then? Did you maybe see her after school yesterday? Was she acting strange at all, or... Oh, shoot. He didn't hear the emergency broadcast, so he probably doesn't know what happened to her either. She's... Don't worry about it. You don't have to explain again. Huh? I already know. Oh. She washed up here and spoke to me, which can only mean one thing. She's dead. He doesn't exactly make things easy to understand. Almost as if he's talking to himself and doesn't care whether or not his interlocutor knows what he means. She washed up here? Do you mean yesterday? If you know anything about what happened to her last night, please tell me. I do not. Miss Tasaka did not come to the library after school yesterday. So she didn't come here either. Thanks. I need to hurry back to the chemistry lab, and you should probably get out of here too. There's a suspicious individual in the building. It was not yesterday that Miss Tasaka came here. It was just now. What? He's gone. The morning dove who just spoke to me has disappeared. Did he go to the gym? I hope so. I don't really want to consider the possibility, but maybe Saki is right. Maybe I am going crazy. I have to last long enough to find the killer. You're late, Kawara. Blasted pharaoh doves. Sakia, you're safe. He was pretty worried about you, Ryota. He couldn't sit still the entire time you were gone. Silence, mongrel. Thanks. Sorry for worrying you, Sakia. Anyway, Sakia filled me in on your adventures. Want me to hack into the headmaster's computer? Can you do it? Naturally. Just leave it to me. Come on, let's go. Oh, welcome back, Kawara. Sir, about this control panel. What about it? Can't you tell? It must be the controls for that dome. Right, I suppose it could be. It's locked, though. We were going to have Yuya get into it for us, but
that's illegal, you know.
that doesn't matter. Do you comprehend our situation?
I never said you shouldn't do it. We don't have much choice, do we? Go on.
Thank you, sir. Well, having Mr. Nanaki's approval certainly helps my conscience. Let's see. He wakes up the computer, and before long I have no idea what he's doing to it. Wow, I wonder where he learned to do that.
I imagine he spends his time stealing illegal X-rated videos off the intertubes.
X-rated videos can teach someone how to do this sort of thing? Maybe I should watch more of them.
Oh my god.
There we go. Now then. There. We're logged in as the administrator now.
Woohoo!
This only has an open and close button. I guess that's pretty straightforward. Well, I'll leave the rest of this to you two. If we press this button, either the dome itself or the hatch will promptly open. But if the headmaster's dead, we have no way of knowing what's going on, what's happening outside. If there really is some terrible disaster, then opening the dome could put everybody in danger. I wonder if Mom's at home. I hope she's okay.
There's a dangerous individual wandering the premises, and the bird in charge is dead. I think it would be wise to open the dome now.
That's true. We didn't get Yuya the help and everything. We should. I don't know. I guess open it. Hold on, can I save the game? Oh no. Oh, that was a screenshot. That's not what I want. Ah, I can't save the game. No, let me make a save. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to hope I pick the right one. Let's open it. There you go, it's after. Let's open it. We need to get everyone out of here. Agreed, and we can confirm once and for all that the Taka disaster was nonsense. Escape hatch opened. I guess it's not for the whole dome. No matter. All we needed to do is get a look outside. Just having the hatch open is better anyway, in case there really is a storm or something out there. The escape hatch will close automatically in 15 minutes. To reopen it, please reboot and try again. It closes on its own? That seems like a risky design. 15 minutes isn't enough to get everyone out. Let's go out and take a look before it closes. We're going outside again, Mr. Nanaki. If it's safe, we'll organize an evacuation at the gym. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll come too. Sakazaki, Doctor, what will you two do? Well, I don't have any more business in here. I shall return to the lab. Leaving Lux alone with another man would hardly be gentlemanly, so I'll go with the doctor.
Well then, let's go, Kawada Shirogane.
Very well.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Where was the hatch?
Have you eyes or pickled onions? Right here. The hatch high above the ground is open. Looks like the control panel worked. I think everybody should be able to fly up to that. It's a little narrow, so I have to go 2 or 3 at a time. But outside, yeah, it's perfectly clear. We can only see the sky, but there's no storm or gale. Nothing but the same calm autumn sky from this morning.
No earthquake, no typhoon, and the announcement video was a fake. I think it's safest to assume that the whole thing was a lie. I am curious what the state of things out there, but the door closes on its own, so we had best think carefully before going out.
We can't see the city at all. We don't really know what's going on out there, if anything. But if there really is no disaster, and this is all some plot surrounding Tasaka's death, then we need more clues. I'll go. Are you sure? We'll have no guarantee that it's safe out there. It isn't safe here either.
Look! The hatch is open! It is! We can go home! No, you're supposed to be in the gym. You shouldn't go out yet. Like heck, we're sticking around here with nothing but that bogus explanation from earlier. I can't wait any longer. I'm going out. Wait, come back. Come back at once.
We don't know if it's safe out there yet. Oh.
Gah! A gunshot? We have to help him. Come down, Karara. You'll only get yourself shot as well. But... As if to laugh at my shock, the hatch gives an unpleasant rumble and swings shut. He was shot. As soon as he went out, someone on the other side shot him. It's not a natural disaster. If we go out, we get killed. But why? Third class end. Oh my god, it continues. Fourth class. I didn't realize this was going to be so long. Rex's corpse, delivered without warning throughout the school. The students gathered without explanation in the gym. The headmaster appearing on screen to announce an emergency situation and then turning up dead. The gray dome enclosing the school. The scarecrow appearing for no apparent reason in the sealed-off building. And now, the students shot dead as they try to escape. What is going on outside? How humiliating. It would seem that things are worse than we ever expected. If only I'd stopped them. There's nothing we can do that we didn't, Kawara. The last thing you need to do now is start mourning what we've lost. You don't intend to give up now, do you? No, I'm fine. We have to keep going. I think we should keep quiet about this to everyone in the gym. We can explain to them after we figured out what to do.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Our one chance at escape turns out to be a one-way ticket across the sticks. There's nothing we can do but search for clues inside the school.
Where shall we go next?
Let's go back to the maintenance office. Mr. 1 might have that file open.
Very well.
We return to the maintenance office and explain what outside to Mr. 1.
I see. It seems that our worst predictions have come to bear their evil fruit. Our worst predictions? Do you know something? We can predict things without knowing that they will happen. Confusing predictions with reality can be fatal, young one.
I've been wondering for a while. Mr. 1, are you really just a maintenance worker?
An innocent student was shot. I suppose it's time I introduced myself properly. What? I am Leon JB. That's his hurtful boyfriend in the corner. I just noticed that. One of the great soaring wings from the Dove Party. As class agent, pleased to meet you. The Dove Party? It looked like a cocktail to me. I've heard of this Dove Party. It's an organization that advocates living in harmony of humans, right? You are well informed, young one. It is a noble's duty to be well informed. I feel like I must have missed something. There are two schools of thought driving the politics of today. The Death Party, who believe we should live peacefully with humans, and the Hawk Party, who believes we should exterminate them. Exterminate? I thought the war with humans were over. Do you really believe that everyone just cycles halfway together? Sadly, that is not how the world works. There's so many disagreements between birds and humans, and so the hawks and the doves have come to the fore. We discovered hawk activity at the school, and so I was dispatched to investigate. And what we feared would happen has happened. But wait a minute, are you saying the Hawk Party has something to do with St. Pigeonations? It seems hard to believe. The school is known for its tolerant policies towards humans. It even welcomes Asaka as a representative. I cannot confirm or deny it, but there are a growing number of Hawk operatives attached to the school. The headmaster's secret file will probably answer some of your questions. Oh, you got it open. Thank you. That should speed things up a little. Let's look inside. The human representative. To help humans and birds advance hand and feather towards a bright and happy future, we have decided to enroll one human in the school starting in the year 2187. Alright, in the future. Good to know. They will be the human representative. The pandemic has long since ended, but we must nonetheless be cautious of the risk of infection with Sumatera influenza when we making our selection. We will pick a strong, healthy, 15-year-old human who displays hereditary resistance to Sumatera influenza. The human representative. This is talking about Tasaka no matter how we look at it. 2187, that's when we enrolled here. Come on, let's read the rest. The chosen individual will be a symbol of human concession to wit, a hostage for birds. If the representative is to die in the school, the entire campus will be sealed off, and all the birds inside will be given to the humans as prisoners. The seal will be lifted 12 hours after death is confirmed, and the birds will be delivered to the humans. The school will be declared an extraterritorial zone, and avian protests of any human reprisal will not be tolerated. If Rex is to die? So her death was connected to the dome after all. And the important part of this final gruesome exchange. Basically, if anything happens to Rex, the representative of humanity, then the entire school takes the blame. So it would seem. They trap us in here to give us, the humans, time to arm themselves. The dome will open in a few hours, but what awaits us outside is a horde of bloodthirsty monkeys. How humorous. It's not humorous at all. So this was the true face of her enrollment here. I'd rather think this whole thing was arranged to widen the divide between humans and birds from the start. Indeed, things go deeper than we ever realized. As you know, the school's public stance is very liberal on the human cohabitation issue. In fact, the school's principal financer, the Ichijo Group, has been heavily involved in human charities for the past 20 years. I've investigated the history of St. Pigeonations extensively, and can confirm that it was founded with the idea of coexistence with humans. But the Hawk Party has been sending agents here for a long time, eating away at the system, like a dreadful virus. We have had information about this document for some time. It is real. It's kind of hard to take all this in at once. Oh, wrong one. Just to make sure. For 12 hours, the dome will remain closed. During that time, humans will gather to take revenge. And then, when the dome opens, they will kill every bird in sight. And with that, another era of war between birds and humans will begin. The student who got shot when he flew out the hatch, there are already humans waiting out there with guns. She was discovered this morning, and the dome was raised soon after. So the time is not from when she died, but from when her death was confirmed. The evacuation was 2 hours ago? Yeah, it was right at the start of second period, around 10 o'clock. And so we have until 10 p.m. before we're all killed. You seem awfully calm, Sakuya, even after watching some birdie get shot. Remain calm, Kawara. Do nothing but worry about what's gone wrong, and you'll be next. I do not know who did this, but they will ruin the day they decided to tango for Labelle. What time is it, Mr. Leon? Just past 2. We have only 8 hours then. 8 hours. We have to find an escape route in 8 hours or we'll be killed. But if we go outside, we'll be killed anyway. Just getting outside isn't enough. There has to be another way. My dictionary does not contain the word impossible. We shall continue the investigation. You're very decisive, Sakuya. I'm glad you're here. Do not attempt to flatter me, Kawara. I'm not. I mean it. We found the connection between Rex's death and the dome. There's clearly some sort of intrigue behind it all. I don't want to die without knowing the truth. We better go now. We have to solve this before we run out of time. You are a promising lad. If I were to give you a piece of advice, well, don't miss the forest for the trees. Don't miss the forest for the trees. Sakuya, there's one more file. Operation Hatoful? What is that? I don't know. That's what it says on here. The bottom half is torn off. We can't read it at any rate. I don't feel like it has anything hopeful anyway. That's an awfully funny name for a confidential document, though. Stupid Japanese. Look, it's spelled hurtful. Whoa, it is. I thought Hatoful just meant heartful. I suspected that we'll find many of these things to come quite hurtful. Right. It was probably something important, given that it was a locked file. Indeed. I hadn't heard of this hurtful thing before, but you might want to look into the school's history. The school's history? At any rate, the headmaster must have known what would happen after Tasaka died. The escape hatch was no doubt put in place to allow him alone to escape. Which means that maybe he had a guarantee of safety for himself. I don't want to suspect an elder, but it does look that way. Everything going on here is connected. We may well find something of use in the records. Right, let's go look at the school documents then. I'm not the only Dove agent in the school. I'm sure the other will help you as well. Good luck, gentlemen. Time to go look for more clues. Maybe we should write in the notes first. Mr. Leon said to investigate the school's history, but how? Where do we look? The headmaster's office, or the library, perhaps. We already looked through the headmaster's office. Did you see anything like school records or anything? I would have thought they would be there too, but I don't recall seeing any. The library it is, then. The mystery we have left to solve is... The blood-stained stranger Oko saw going to the infirmary yesterday. Exactly. What, with the headmaster dying and an army of gun-toting bipeds showing up to turn us on to jerk chicken, and it all, I almost forgot about it. And the scarecrow. We still don't know where he came from. He appeared along with the dome, and is no doubt connected to it. If we continue to investigate it, I'm sure his origins will become clear. And Tasaka's gruesome end is the best clue we have. For now, we should forget the puppet and chase after the blood-stained bird. Right. That's decided then. We'll go to the library to read up on the school's history and we'll look for that bird. It probably doesn't matter, but what should we do first? Let's go to the library first. The library. I wonder if Negahi's at the gym yet. Negahi? Who? I met him in the library earlier. He stayed behind. An unusually dense individual, to be sure. The library is a little ways away from here. We spend some time jogging through the hallways. I've been trying to ignore it. The dim light makes the library even creepier than the rest of the school. Getting hung up over little things in a time like this is a sign of weak nerves. Really? Well then, where are the school documents? Probably not where just anybody can look at them. They're probably somewhere in the back then. How dull. Come, let us search. Right. Books, and none of them what we're looking for. I was hoping it would be in this corner, but apparently not. In here, a line of incredibly dusty encyclo... That's odd. There are 9 of them. Volume 6 is missing. Huh, that's weird. Did somebody misfile them? Anyway, St. Nations is not back here with a large volume, so maybe it's a smaller book?
It's not here. You never left? Is that a problem? Well, not really, but I told you earlier there's an emergency going on. I can't tell if he doesn't realize what's going on or just doesn't care. The records. Huh? Keep looking there, and you'll never find them. So, you know where they are? Yep. Well, since he's here now, I imagine he basically lives in here. So it's hardly surprising that he knows where to find things. I don't have much time. Can you tell me where to find them? By request. Request? You don't know what that is? He gazes at me with eyes like black holes of cosmic disdain. You can only get at them by request. They're not kept out here. Then, where are they kept? Behind the reception desk, in the back. It's not locked, so go ahead. There are a number of bookshelves behind the desk, it's true. Thank you, Negi, really. Don't worry about it. You've been mumbling to yourself ever since we split up. Please try to remain in charge of your faculties, Kawara. Oh, sorry, I was talking to him. Talking? To the bookshelves? Surely there are better uses for your energy. No, Negiki was telling me where to find the... There's no one else here. Cease this bizarre monodrama. What is he talking about? Negiki is standing right next to me. It's like he's not behind a shelf or something. I was worried he was a figment of my imagination for a minute, but he just told me where to find the records. But Sakuya... Let's find out. Can I ask you something, Negiki? Yes? Are you a hallucination? If I was, that would mean you're asking a hallucination whether or not he's a hallucination. Yeah, that's right. It does seem a little weird. Does it matter? Maybe I am, or maybe I'm not. That doesn't answer anything. This doesn't usually happen. I've never been able to talk to a bird I've just met before. I think I will remember everything soon. What about you? Have you found the thing you forgot yet? Negiki, do you know something about that? Huh? He disappeared. The thing I forgot. That's exactly what the doctor said too. Why did Negiki know about that? It wasn't just a coincidence, was it? Am I forgetting something important about all this? I don't think I can dismiss him as just a hallucination. Request only books. This shelf? Looks like it. I see a lot of the same books as were in the headmaster's office. Chronology of St. Paginations. This? Let's see. 2180. Founding of the school. Same year, Ichijo Kitsugi inaugurated as headmaster. 2180? Much more recent than I had thought. Only 8 years. I hadn't known either. Aside from that, it's all transfer student records and sports scores. Is there really a clue in here? Wait, Sakuya, look at this. 2183. Medical center shut down due to fire. Medical center? Does a school have something like that? I don't think so. There was no mention of it in the student guide. I suppose it was never reopened. Does it say anything else? Right here. Damage from the fire. The book presents us with a new mystery, as if to taunt our inability to hold all those we already have. A new sort of mystery. 2183. Medical center shut down due to fire. Freshman Fujishiro Nagiki died in the basement where the fire started. Didn't I just hear that name? The exact name, but that's... Nagiki died 5 years ago? I thought he died in the library. Then what is the Nagiki that I keep meeting today? He didn't deny that he was a hallucination. Sakuya couldn't see him, which means he's a ghost.
Don't say such dreadful things. It's unscientific. To the Balvidus? Yikes. We're betting our lives on this search, you know. I won't have any occult rubbish brought into it. But I think he knew something. If he is the same bird, then he could be the key to solving this mystery. So you tend to rely on some invisible ghost? There are limits, Kawara. I spent some time looking for him in the library, but I couldn't find him. He's always found me, rather the other way around. I'll just have to wait for him to show up again. The bloodstained bird. Do you have an idea? I feel like I should. It's not something I'd encounter normally, but for some reason... Don't I know somebody like that? Oh! We do. Vague as always. We do have a time limit here. We must not fall behind. I know. If I remember what it is, I'll say it right away. Maybe Yuya is still in there. Let's go ask him again. He did say he was there until he returned home. If anyone went in, he should have seen them. However, he said that he saw nothing out of the ordinary. If what he said is true, then he was lying. Which would mean that the doctor was lying too. Very well. Yuya. Salutations. How goes the investigation? Well, just who do you think I am? Yeah. Unlike me, you're a very capable bird. Yuya, we wanted to ask you something. Oh? I'll answer anything that doesn't violate my privacy, so ask away. Did you really not see anything yesterday after school? I'm not sure what you mean. I thought the doctor and I already verified each other's innocence. We were in the infirmary the entire time. We talked to San earlier. He said he saw a blood-stained stranger going into the infirmary yesterday. Did you see anything like that? Nope. Sorry. Could you be the blood-stained bird yourself? Yikes. No, as you can see, I'm not hurt anywhere at all. Besides, he said he saw this bird going to the infirmary. Not going into the infirmary, right? Yeah, he did. Anyway, I didn't see anything. There's not much more I can say. Right, Doctor?
Yes, that's right. No one came yesterday.
I don't think we'll find anything more here, Sakuya. Let's move on. Indeed. Did those two really not see anything yesterday? If there had actually been some blood-stained stranger, then that would mean Yuya and the doctor are hiding something. Where do we... The medical center seems like a good place to go now. Indeed. Where is it? That's the problem. I never heard of it before either. It sounds rather large. I wouldn't expect it to be that hard to find. The record book said fire broke out in the basement, and the building was burnt to the ground. It would have said so. It should still be here then. Assuming it wasn't demolished. Are there any unused buildings on the campus? Unused buildings? Oh yeah, that old hall. Old hall? That's what we call it. It's by the back gate, and it's not used for... What's wrong? The school hasn't even been around for 10 years. What reason does it have for having an old hall? Now that you mention it, that is kind of strange. Come, guide me there. This is it. It doesn't really look like a medical center. It's pretty much the same as the main building, yeah. Looks like the door's locked. Then we shall break it down. You're starting to sound like a delinquent, Sakuya. What? What did I say? Don't worry about it. We'd probably be suspended for breaking in here, but this is an emergency. We don't have a choice. It's awfully dusty in here. It has been unused for 5 years. It appears that they didn't leave much behind. Everything's empty. I wonder if they cleared everything out when they sealed the building. This all looks pretty much the same as the main building. Bah! Did we come here for nothing? Let's look around a little more. Look, this door still has a sign on it. I guess it was the reference room. I did not relish the prospect of wandering around this mausoleum of schoolrooms, but very well. It's even duskier in here. The shelves are marked with dates. Perhaps they once held medical records. There's nothing left now, though. And Operation Hatoful? Huh? Among the rows of dates, sure enough, there's a shelf labeled Operation Hatoful. Empty, as well. It would have been asking too much to hope to find anything anyway. Operation Hatoful. I wonder what it is. Who knows? Something put in place along the human representative business, so no doubt it was nothing good. Is Operation Hatoful connected to this medical center? What if it's the source of the mystery we're tangled in now? My head hurts. The only things left are archaic medical journals. Huh? It's the encyclopedia. An odd place to keep one. Wait, look at the volume numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Is one upside down? What? Does this unpleasant arrangement hold some meaning? I saw them like this in the library too. A bunch of old encyclopedias? Yeah. Can I look at these for a bit? Do as you please. The ones in the library had the same binding, and in the place of Volume 9, there's an extra copy of Volume 6. Look, this copy of Volume 6 has a library sticker on it. Perhaps it came from the library then. Someone must have brought it in here when the medical center was still open. They probably switched it with Volume 9. An unpleasant piece of mischief, to be sure. Yeah. The other volumes all seem as they should. There probably isn't anything in the extra copy of Volume 9, but maybe we should go see if it came from here. When we get back to the main building, let's go check the library. Provided it isn't a mere waste of time. We leave the reference room and continue our investigation of the medical center. We searched the entire first floor and have yet to find what we're after. The stairs into the basement? Apparently the fire that closed this building 5 years ago started in the basement, but we haven't found it yet. The elevator doesn't have a button for it either. How do we get in? Perhaps we can't anymore. Huh? Look at that wall. The wall? It looks like normal concrete wall to me. Don't you see it? Stupid peasant. What about it? Think back to the building's exterior in the second floor. There shouldn't be a wall here. It's small, but there's a space behind there. It must have been sealed off after the fire. Now that he mentions it, this wall is a slightly different color than the rest, which would make sense if it had been put up later. So the stairs are beyond here? It seems likely. Isn't this a bit much for a cleanup of some fire? We probably won't be able to break this down. If we can't get in there, I doubt we'll find anything more useful in here. At least we found the thing from the headmaster's documents again. Yeah, let's head back. Did you hear something? Yes. Someone else just broke in here. This could be bad. We're in a dead end with concrete all around. We need to get somewhere with a window fast. Run! Yes. Stop. Ugh, it's here. But wait, calm down, Kawara. It's small. So it is. Too small to be a scarecrow. Huh? Aren't you from 2-2? I am the Crimson Fallen Angel, Angel. I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door. He's famous from the school for being a nutcase, but what is he doing in here? I think I'm going to have a headache. Textoris Melodia Funeris! Who, me? Good for you, Kawara. He came all this way to give you a title. It's not good at all. Nothing but trouble will come of it. I don't know why you came here, Angel, but it's dangerous. We're supposed to be in the gym with everybody else, so come on, let's go back. I am not allowed to rest, not until I have fulfilled my duty. In accordance with the pact of old, I must seal you here now, Textoris Melodia Funeris, Undertaker. Undertaker? If that's it, then, so the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now, Crimson Angel of Judica. Come. Oh, are we fighting? Angel, Crimson Fallen Angel appeared. Angel, use Dark Void Shockwave. Oh my god. Ryota takes 24 damage. Ryota's turn. I don't know, man. Blue Moon Splash. Angel takes 78 damage. Ceases jank acting, you wretched imbeciles. Sakia attacks. Ryota takes 260 damage. Ryota returns to his senses. Angel takes 295 damage. Angel shaken. Huh? I am shocked, Kawara, to even think you would go along with that farce. What? He disrupted my territory. I get carried away by Angel before I even noticed. Influencing the very reality of his surroundings is a frightful power indeed. You, Luzon, what did you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you might be our prime suspect. I came here to do but one thing. I must follow the demon spores. A whole new variety of what the heck are you talking about? Perhaps you can explain in normal Japanese. Your dialect is somewhat opaque. I don't think it's just his dialect, Sakia. The end is calling me. That is all. That is the cross I must bear. He stares off into space as if gazing at something far away. Maybe that basically means that he's a thrill seeker? So you were a moth, allured by a candle's light, Luzon? No, I am stained in crimson, clad in night, unforgiven. My eternal blood seal calls me to purgatory. More crazy talk. It's not exactly a blood seal, but that blood-stained chest is just the way Bleeding Heart's plumage looks. Oh. What is it, Kawara? Blood-stained chest. Sakia, do you think maybe the blood-stained stranger Sansa was... Angel, where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing? Battling minor demons of Ball and following the demon spores. Could you rephrase that? Rufa, the Tree of Light, called out to me. He's asking you to say it in words we understand. Hollow Magician of White, your anger now. It is the power of the demon spores. I think it's the power of you, Angel. Bah! I must compromise. I was in the place that ignorant many refer to as the infirmary. I knew it. I think we need to talk to you. Come. And so we left the medical center, Sakia dragging Angel behind him. Oh! This one! This is the bloodstained sticker Okusan saw! That's that, then. We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go into the infirmary? If I could, I would have. But only the chosen one can stop the demon spores. In other words, he didn't. Useless! The gate was sealed. The gate was sealed with the power of darkness. However, Edo Blau did venture in. Edo Blau? Who's that? Explain in terms known to sane individuals, please. The Apostle of the Blue Sky, Edo Blau. She also goes by Tasaka Rex. Rex what into? What? Why are we at a black screen? Oh, okay. Rex was in the infirmary yesterday after school. But the doctor and Yuya said that no one came and nothing happened. They're lying. Oh boy. Hey guys! Editing Meeks jumping in. This video is super long. This ending was so much longer than I expected, so I'm gonna be bringing this into 2 parts. Sorry. I'm not sure where in the video I'm putting this ending, so I hope you're enjoying the game so far. Hope you're excited for part 2 of the ending. It's great. It's a lot. There's so much that happens. But thanks for sticking around. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. You're super awesome. Bye!